असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम तत्सत् श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु O Lord the Almighty, we humbly and sincerely bow down before you, pray to you to seek your blessings, your mercy, your love, your forgiveness, your strength and fortitude to make this spiritual journey of mine a reality, experience the supreme truth and become one with you. Our salutations to the entire Guru Parampara. Om Tat Sat. We are on the Divine Discourse number 68. Tuesday, the 23rd of June, 2020, Sharvarinam Samvatsara, Uttarayan, Grishma Rutu, Ashad Mas, Shukla Paksh, and Dvitiya, the second day towards the full moon day. Now, yesterday, we learnt about one of the major aspects of the Shadripus, which is Krodha. Well, in our main text, we have been learning about Kama, that is the desire. But now at the same time, Krodha, the immediate impact or the effect of Kama is Krodha. So we heard about how Krodha can be controlled in life, restrained, and eventually taken out from our lives. Now, likewise, all the other four, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, they also need to be looked at or worked upon. So what we'll do is, these four, we'll keep this aside for a moment. We'll go to the main subject, which is the subconsciousness, which we are talking about. And then we can revisit this portion again. All this is done essentially for what reason? We have a mind. Mind is our enemy. And on one hand, you have lot of unwanted things in the mind. So you need to pull out all the unwanted things. It's like a suitcase. If you want to put something new into it, you have to first empty whatever is not required. Similarly, here, by the way of Shuddhi, as we are looking at desire, as we are looking at anger, same way we look at all the other negative aspects in our life. And slowly we start addressing them. Once we start addressing, removing all the filth, and then we are now going to today study the technique of rewiring, reconstructing our subconscious mind. One of the most important techniques. It can be used for our spiritual practices and also for any other secular thing in your life. Be it any aspect in your life, any wish, any goal, any intention you have in life, it can be used. So we will study that. So now, before we move on to understanding the subconscious, we need to have a firm goal in our mind. And what is our goal? Our goal is to reach the abode of the Lord. The highest what a human can aspire for. In fact, the Vedas say, you have this desire, have an intense desire, not a mediocre or a feeble desire. No, have an intense desire. That is known as mumukshutvam, one of the four prime qualities of sadhana chatushtaya. Out of the four, the last one meaning, the fourth one is mumukshutvam. And the more tivra you have, you can achieve God realization accordingly. If you do it casually, your achievement or an approach also can be very casual. So the more intense you are, you can move forward. As far as a goal is concerned, I would like to tell you it's a real story, where what happens if one does not have a goal? Let's say you have a desire. Okay, desire is fine. But a conviction of that desire with intensity is termed as a goal or a mission in life. Now we need to have that, without which we will not be able to achieve. It's very, very important for a person to move forward in life. It's like your milestones on your journey. You're going on a road, heading towards from one place to another. Constantly you're reminded now where you are. How far is your destination? Slowly you're moving forward. And you're always watchful and careful as to you're in the right direction. And has your speed reduced or increased? You have a tab on all these aspects. So be it a materialistic realm or a spiritual realm, goal carries the utmost important task in one's life. As I told you, even the Vedas say, Sayat kamo bhavati tat katur bhavati, yat katur bhavati tat karma kurute, yat karma kurute tad binishad padyate. If you have an intense desire, you will make a firm decision. When you make a firm decision, you will put in your best and the strongest efforts. And when you put in your best and strongest efforts, you will become what you have envisaged or desired for. Lady Florence Chadwick, one of the world's greatest swimmers. This is about the year in 1950s. She was the first swimmer in the world who could cross the English Channel. Not only once, but she did it twice. Not one way, but she did it both ways. That was her power in swimming and conviction in swimming and her fortitude and strength. Now, in the year 1952, she said, let me attempt the Catalina Channel. Now, this Catalina Channel comes in the LA County, Southern California region. And it's about 14 kilometers in width and roughly about 27 kilometers in length. Highly shark infected area. She says, I want to cross this. I want to swim this channel. Nobody can even think of that because she has to swim among the sharks. But she says, I'll take up the challenge. And she decides on a date, calls all the jury, and as per the date set, she starts. Now, there is a ship coming behind her, wherein the jury are situated, the referees, and the media. Everybody is there in the ship. And incidentally, her mother also was there. And the reason for the ship is not only with respect to the jury and other aspects, but also in case she gets attacked by a shark, abandoned, but they could at least rescue her from being eaten away by sharks. So in that context, it started. Now see what happened. It was a foggy day. She started swimming. 1 hour passed, 2 hours passed, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Now as she is moving ahead, what is happening is the fog is not reduced. The fog is still increasing. She is not able to see what's in front of her. Her visibility is hardly about 10 or 15 feet. That's all. And then the waves are so strong that day that she is moving forward and she feels that she is coming back again. the current and the tide. But she kept on swimming. What she was disturbed was she was not able to see her goal. It's just 10 feet visibility and she does not know where the shore is. So trying hard after 15 hours of continuous swimming in that deadly zone, she eventually, since the goal is not in sight, she gives up. And she is brought on the ship. And there, to her dismay, she looks at the shore. It is just 1.25 kilometers away. That's all. Which was hardly anything for her. She says, my God, what a decision I took. This was only for the reason that the goal was not in sight. A goal inspires you. A goal motivates you. A goal enthuses you. So one should always have a goal in mind. Nevertheless, after 2 years, she again takes up the challenge, and then eventually she succeeds. The same thing happened on the second attempt. Goal was not visible initially, and gradually as she moved forward, to her luck, she was able to see the shore. She kept swimming with all that force, and eventually she was able to do it. So when we are now deciding what we need to achieve, we need to have a clear conviction of what we want to achieve step by step. Our conviction is God realization. What are the steps? Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Now we are doing Shravana. We are also doing Manana. Continuously we are thinking about what is told to us. We are assimilating all that knowledge slowly within ourselves. Wherever there are doubts, we are clarifying the doubts. And once we have clarified all our doubts, asambhavana, viparita bhavana, and abhavana, all kinds, misapprehensions, non-apprehensions, and even the smallest doubt. When we have overcome all these, then with that clear vision in mind, knowledge in mind, you sit for Nididhyasana. After Karma Yoga, we are going to take up Dhyana Yoga, the 6th chapter. Atma Samyama Yoga, Yoga of self-control, Dhyana Yoga. So there, Lord will be discussing only about Dhyana. And with the knowledge we have, learning about Dhyana Yoga, you get into deep meditation. And how that deep meditation works, now we are coming to that most essential part where I'll be talking to you and explaining to you today this scientifically how it works. What is there in our mind and how it is constituted, how I need to rewire the program and transform myself to the fullest. Come. So, reprogramming our subconscious mind. What is subconsciousness? Out of the total capacity of your brain utilization, about 3% is utilized by your conscious mind and 97% is utilized by your subconscious mind. What does it do? This subconscious mind is like a faithful servant. Let's say now you're the captain of the ship. When you're captain of a ship, you are on the deck and you are able to see the sea in front of you, and you have access to everything which is in front of the ship. But at the same time, the main engine and the force is all inside the ship, where they cannot see the sea. If 3 people are working at the deck, there will be 300 people working in the engine room. Now there the captain says, increase the speed, apply brakes, generate more steam. All this is told by the captain to the engine room. I'm just giving you a metaphor. So in the same way, our conscious mind gives directions to the subconscious mind, which is deep within. Look at yourself. Most of the activities in our daily life are performed by a conscious mind. How? Like, talk about your walking, your bathing, your brushing, all your routine activities, your writing, everything which you could not do as a child, which eventually you learnt as a child. All those are captured, and by those images, thoughts, on which you have acted upon again and again, again and again, again and again, they have formed firm roots in your brain, and they are like constructs of flyovers there. So anytime you want, you don't have to pay attention to it at all. It is already programmed. You want to talk, you can very fluently talk. But now if you want to talk Spanish, you can't, because your brain is not wired with the Spanish language. Your brain is wired only with the languages what you know. When you are trying to learn a language, that is the effort of the conscious mind to learn the language. And as you start picking up words, they go into the subconscious mind, and there they are cemented in your subconscious mind. That is the difference, how it works. So now this subconscious mind has most of our things in our life cemented over there, which means your thought process, your emotions, your perceptions, your feelings, all these are already cast. Which means what? Which means you are nothing but whatever you have practiced. They say a human in the first 35 years, whatever he or she has been in life, the rest of the life also, almost 95% he or she will be of the same kind, unless and until they make a conscious effort. So now here, what we will be doing exactly and how it works, let's move ahead and see, understand this, because this is very interesting. And why I'm saying this is so important for us is, now in our subconscious mind, we have assumed that I am the body, I am the mind, I am the karta, I am the bhokta. Everywhere I, the strong identification is there. Even to an extent, what? If, say, your name is Sharada, let's say. Now, if there is a devotional song on Sharada, a person who Having the name of Sharada, she'll feel, oh, they're singing in my praise, because that is the attachment which they have on that name. So these kind of cemented understanding about yourself has to be now rewired, reprogrammed. And that can be done when there is a method to it. I'll come to the method later on. First, what we need to do, how we need to do, and when also we need to do. All these three I will explain. But let's understand the power of subconscious mind first. So that way, whatever emotions you are sending into your brain, they all go into the subconscious status. And what is one of the worst things or methods how one acquires inputs into the subconscious brain is by self-talk. Just watch your mind. We are no less. All the time the mind is talking. You see somebody whom you don't know at all, she is just a passerby, you will start making comments. Arey, what a kind of dress she is wearing. She has gone nuts or what? What is that color? Then you look at somebody else. That fool, why is he going so close? Can't he come on the footpath? Some car will hit him. Now what's your business here? None of your business. But it is the mind where it always keeps you occupied. It keeps you under its grip. That is the power of Maya. So this mind will always keep telling all kinds of thoughts. You'll be unnecessarily talking about everything. Let's say you're in a group somewhere. If somebody enters, what they do? They start talking. They'll be making silent comments. Why? Because they got something to refer to. Once a gentleman was used to seeing a group of ladies in a park every day, and a senior person. So one day, like, he sees them every day laughing and enjoying their discussion over there. One day he sees everybody is quiet. He was astonished. He said, I have never seen this kind of a situation. Why? What has happened? He feels pity. Something wrong must have happened. They are all so quiet today. And out of compassion, he goes and asks them, hey, beautiful women, how come you all are so quiet today? So one lady comes out and says, what is this you're asking? No, I'm really worried. Why people, something wrong happened or what? Then she says, today everybody is present here. We have no subject to talk about today. That means what? Whoever were not there, they were all the time talking. So that is the human mind. Elizabeth Taylor, one of the famous actresses of her days in US, she had a very bad method of self-talk always. She, being one of the most beautiful actresses of her days, once a journalist goes to her and she starts talking to him. I have such bad eyes, the distancing is so much, it should not have been that much. My nose, see, what is this nose? It's so pointed, it should have been this way. Then she talks about her hair, and then she talks about her legs, and likewise, she's talking all nonsense about herself. That journalist, he got really mad. He said, what is this lady talking? I never asked her what is your opinion about your face or your body or anything. She went on talking all this. This is the amount of self-talk which one person does. And no wonder this Elizabeth Taylor was divorced for 12 times in her life. Because she is filled with that negative talk. So one thing which we need to always bear in mind is never do any kind of a negative self-talk towards us, about us. As simple as, Arey, I'm always late, yaar. How many times I try, but I'm always late. And I don't think I can lose weight. I don't think I can do this job. These are the self-negative talks. Now the subconscious mind is like a machine. Say you're clicking a pic from your mobile. It does not know whether that pic is worth it or not worth it. Wherever you aim and you click, it will take the pic. In the same way, when you talk a negative self-talk, have a negative self-talk, what the brain does is, the subconscious mind picks it up and says, oh, this is the way I have to be. And next time when you're going somewhere, it will make room in all possible manners for you to get late. Because it knows that this is what you want. So you have to reverse that talk. Self-talk is extremely dangerous. I'll give you another incident. There was one gentleman known as Viktor Serabriakov. This is about 1912 in London, UK. He was about 15 years old, and in school, one day the teacher tells him, I tell you, you are a nut. You have no mind, you have no intellect. You can't even explain how dull you are. Now this poor fellow, he took that teacher so seriously. And what he was discouraged, completely. Because that teacher was telling again and again, but one day he went out of the way to tell this to his student, to this Victor. So poor fellow, what he did, he left the school. And then what will he do? He did not go and study elsewhere. He was in the 8th or 9th standard or something like that, age 15. And he says, okay, I have to survive now. And he started doing menial jobs, or labor jobs here and there. For about 17 years, he does these kind of menial jobs. And when he was about age 32, there was an army entrance test happening during the World War times. So what he did was, he said, let me at least join the army. Probably was not getting the right kind of work, I guess. So it was, even to have his 2 square meals was a problem. So he said, if I get into the army, at least my future is secured. And he goes for an entrance test. And in the army, one of the tests is about IQ. And there, when it comes to the IQ test, the examiners see that there is no feedback on the IQ. Reason? There was a scale which they were measuring was up to 161 IQ, and his was more than 161. So they said, okay, we can take him, because in any which case he is more than 161. We need up to 161. And that day, Victor, he felt, oh my God, I thought I was a nut, I was a dullard. And the moment he got to know that his IQ is more than what is required, meaning he has a much higher IQ than the normal people, he then started doing that self-talk towards himself, that yes, I am brainy, I am intelligent, I have a very high IQ. And this completely changed his life. Eventually, this gentleman, Mr. Viktor Serabriakov, he became the president of the Mensa International Council of extremely high IQ people. This is one organization. You all must have seen the Mensa quiz, the Mensa puzzles, the Mensa lumberjack, all this. This is all done by this gentleman. He almost was a president for 40 years till he passed away. He made this organization an international organization. And this Mensa organization is the members who are having extremely high IQ, only they become the members of this organization. And to such an organization, he became the president for almost 40 years. So the power of self-talk is extremely important. Now, when we do our dhyan or mantra ucharan, it is nothing but a self-talk. You have to visualize. When we say prajnanam brahma, yes, this consciousness within me is that Supreme Almighty. Consciousness within me is that Supreme Almighty. This consciousness within me is that Supreme Almighty. This is the self-talk which you are doing. And by this kind of a self-talk, you are rewiring and reprogramming your subconscious mind. So likewise, one has to choose positive affirmations in life. If you are in the materialistic world, yes, choose like, I am happy, I am healthy, I am kind, all these kind of positive. And if you are on the spiritual path, take up this strong mantras. Gayatri mantra, Mrityunjaya mantra, then you take the Mahavakyas, what we are all studying now. We have programmed it that way. Take the help of these and transform yourself. See, when you are looking at realization, you need to realize your true self. Now we are strongly under the grip and hold of our not true self, which is anatma, which has come with us for countless number of births. It's a very strong wiring which has happened in our mind, and that program we will change. So taking this forward, tomorrow we will talk of some more beautiful examples of how this subconscious mind works, and then I will take you to the next level, which is, after knowing how it works, what are the methods we should use to inculcate this in our life. So there are 4 parts to this visualization, and I will explain and teach you about it tomorrow. Okay, now let's meditate. And by the way, we are today on our 68th discourse. On the 75th discourse, which is our platinum discourse, we will have it on YouTube. So a day or 2 before, we will decide and we'll have a trial run that day, and we will take it forward. And incidentally, today is the 75th day for the Kannada discourses. So we are going on YouTube today. And I thought 75th will be the right day for all of us to do it in English. So we'll do that way. All the advantages and other things, I'll talk about it at the appropriate time. Okay. Now all of you sit in a relaxed position. Make yourself comfortable as much as you can. Wherever you are seated, head, neck and spine in a straight line. Keep your eyes gently closed. Now we relax the body part by part. And when I say a particular part of your body, visualize that your consciousness awareness is completely in that portion of your body, which is rejuvenating that portion of your body, revitalizing that portion of your body. Left leg relax. Start from your foot, slowly going up to your knees. Then your entire thigh. Right leg relax. Your foot, calf muscle, your knee, the thigh. Do this intensively. This improves the power of concentration. Don't allow your mind to go here and there. Relax your waist. Relax your abdomen, your upper body, and your entire back. Feel that new wave of energy entering your body. Left hand relax. Right hand relax. Relax both your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your face and forehead. Stretch your forehead apart. Relax completely. Now the body is completely relaxed. Keep breathing normally. Focus on your breath at your navel, going in and going out. As you breathe in, your abdomen comes out, and as you breathe out, it goes in. Observe that movement of your abdomen. Don't allow the mind to go here and there. Feel the gentle movement of your abdomen. Now focus on your breath at the tip of your nostrils. Feel the air going in through your nose and slowly coming out. Experience the warmth of the air. Keep focusing on your breath. Now your mind is getting calmer and calmer. Body is completely relaxed and peaceful. You are listening to my voice. Now slowly shift your focus to the sounds around you. You may be listening to some sounds without being judgmental. Just observe those sounds. Note that all these sounds appear in your awareness. Note that the breath appears in your awareness. Note that the body also appears in your awareness. Awareness is that unchanging, constant factor. Rest all keep changing. Your body is completely relaxed. Your mind is peaceful and relaxed. Now, using the powerful vibrations of a mantra, let's energize the mind and the body. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Asto Ma Gamaya. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Feel the connect with the cosmos. A violet ray of light entering from your head and slowly going down the entire body up to your foot. Feel this divine light within yourself passing by sanctifying your entire body and mind. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya. Keep observing the light after it has touched your foot, slowly coming up again, which has enveloped your entire body. This consciousness is that Supreme Self. The consciousness is not within you, but you are within that consciousness. Just because you have blocked your mind and your body, this divinity was not entering you. Now, with the knowledge, you are becoming one with that Supreme Light, Supreme Consciousness. Actually, there is not you and this. You are this. Tattvamasi. You are not in a stage of becoming, but you are rather that pure being already. You just need to know it in the highest sense. Be with this thought always. Slowly rub your palm. Place the warmth on your eyes. Slowly, gently, and peacefully open your eyes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. We are grateful to the Almighty and to the Guru Parampara. We offer our innumerable salutations for having blessed us with this knowledge, and we pray to them to give us the strength to make this knowledge a living reality in our lives. Om Tat Sat.